collection. But how pretty is this? So you get the floral at your post, that flower design, and then it drops down to a teardrop, all done in gemstones. How cool is that? We debuted these at $373. We now have a savings of $174 if you're shopping with us tonight. J438576 is your item number. So here are your choices, and there's not a bad one in the bunch. So down here at the end, that's going to be your tiger's eye. So if you love that kind of flash of orange, ask for tiger's eye. We're down to our final 10. This is your peach moonstone. Isn't that pretty for this time of year? We're down to our final 24, never coming back in stock. Here's our black spinel. I love that. I feel like black spinel always feels like it could be dressed up really easily, but I'd love to wear this every day as well. Final 36, and then we also have the labradorite for you. Final 36 there as well. Never coming back in stock. That labradorite feels majestic. We've never done a better price. You're saving $174. Caroline, can we start with that one, the labradorite? Because that little flash of blue is spectacular.
I know. Labradorite's a really special gemstone. It was discovered in Labrador, Canada. So it got the name labradorite after that. And it shows an optical phenomenon. That's what you're seeing there, those flashes of green, the flashes of blue, a little bit of gray coming out of the stone. And that's called labradorescence. So it actually has its own name specifically for this stone, that phenomenon that you see. And it is beautiful. It's a feldspar like moonstone. And so that beautiful sheen travels across the surface in a similar way to moonstone. So if you're familiar with that, you may really like this stone, but it sort of has a gray body tone. So it's kind of a nice neutral, but then gives you these little flashes of color.
I love that. It's called labradorescence, which I'm like, how many times do you have to practice saying that? Labradorescence. But that's kind of cool to know. Like, and that's the thing that you don't usually get shopping at a jewelry store, is to learn terms like that. When someone's like, oh, I love that, you can say it's the labradorescence that you're noticing of my earrings. So if you're loving that choice, go for the labradorite. We also have black spinel, which, Caroline, that is classic. And it always feels really elegant. Like you could really dress it up if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could really dress it up. I feel that way too. Black spinel is a really sexy stone. It goes great in the evening, or can just be that striking look, you know, if you wear it during the day. And black spinel, I love it because it is a very hard gemstone, and it's a very reflective gemstone. So it brings to a very high polish. So the light just bounces off of it, even though it has the darkest black body color. It's so gorgeous.
And then I'm putting on the peach moonstone, and this like kind of blush pink color is really pretty. And I think that for it to be a pink gemstone, it would go with a lot in your wardrobe in terms of your fashion. So you don't feel like it's gonna clash, because it's just that slight blush tone. Like, you know, if it was like a really bright, flashy color, you'd be like, I don't know if I could wear those every day. I feel like I could wear this every single day.
Definitely. This is exactly that. It's not a super saturated neon like pink. It is a soft blush pink, almost like a nude, like all the nude tones are so in right now. And that is exactly what this is, except with a little warmth. And it is moonstone. So you also get a bit of that sheen, just ever so slightly, that glow that moves across the surface.
And by the way, as you're seeing them on me, you can get a look at the lengths. They're about 2 5/8 of an inch, so just over 2.5 inches long. So really nice presence in your ear. You do feel them, like you do feel the weight of them. They're not heavy, but they're not like air. Do you know what I mean? Like you do feel them, but they're not dragging my ear down. But what they're not doing is like hitting me in my face as I'm moving. So they're done really well. And by the way, posts and clutches. And then our final choice is going to be the tiger's eye.
Yeah, I love tiger's eye. It's a stone that was really popular in jewelry in like the 70s. So it has these sort of vintage boho vibe to tiger's eye. And it's a beautiful gemstone. It's a variety of quartz, and it is brown in body color. And then the chatoyancy, that's the optical effect that sort of travels over the surface, is like a deep honey color. And so it's really just a beautiful autumnal toned stone.
That's my favorite term, chatoyancy. That's what you get with the tiger's eye. J438-576.
Another tough one to say.
Right. Let us know which option you're loving. Caroline, I will see you again in just a little while.
Yeah, see you shortly.
We have Affinity Diamonds in the show. So